This video is about queer history and liberation, and more importantly, where Pride first started, at the Stonewall Inn. The Stonewall riots were more than riots. These were acts of rebellion and a test against oppression. These people were fighting for their right to exist and to love. At this point in time, queer people weren't allowed to drink at bars. They were often raided and harassed for dancing or holding hands. Police would raid the Stonewall Inn and bring people to the bathroom. They would forcibly verify people's gender, and if things didn't line up, they'd be arrested. One day, the police raided the Stonewall Inn and attempted to arrest a butch lesbian named Stormy Delary. As she was being arrested, she yelled, "Aren't you going to do something?" This opened people's minds and sparked an outrage, causing the first penny to be thrown. It's still unknown who actually threw the first penny or brick, but once one person did it, the riot started. The coins were more than weapons, too. It was symbolism. The cops would raid and harass people so they would get their payoff at the job, so Stonewall gave them their pay in coins. The Stonewall upbringing started on June 28th and ended on June 29th. It's located in Greenwich Village, New York, pretty close to Manhattan. Obviously, police were very against this pushback, but gender non-conforming people and people of color also felt left out. The newspaper tended to talk crudely of the riots. Things like homelessness used to describe the bar. They would also use slurs to describe people who were harassed. But a lot of good and progress came out of the riots and rebellion, like the Gay Liberation Front Foundation. Two of the most notable people from the riots are Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera. This article is from New York Times, June 29th, 1970, exactly 1 year from when the riots first happened. It reads, "The new strength and pride of the gay people. We'll never have the freedom and civil rights we deserve as human beings until we stop hiding in closets in shelter of anonymity," said by Michael Brown, the founder of the Gay Liberation Front. This photo is from 1969 during the riots. Homeless queer teens had seen the riot and decided to join in. I think the photo is a great example of community despite their circumstances. This next part is interview audio from Sylvia Rivera, done December 9th, 1989 by Eric Marcus.
Actually, it was the first time that I had even been to freaking Stonewall. Padlocked the freaking door. We had to live with it until that day.
Do you think all this was in part because people were so angry for so long?
People were very angry for so long. I mean, how long can you live in a closet? You got to be who you are. Mm-hmm. It's fun being Sylvia. It's fun playing the game.
Although drag queens didn't play a big part at Stonewall, it feels dishonorable to not mention them. Two influential queens have been in the video the whole time, and this clip is Crystal LaBeija.
I have a right to show my color, darling. I am beautiful, and I know I'm beautiful.
This next clip is Divine.
Could you give us some of your political beliefs?
Kill everyone now. Condone first-degree murder. Advocate cannibalism. Eat shit. Filth are my politics. Filth is my life. Take whatever you like.
This clip is a famous RuPaul. She talks about how trans women and drag queens were pushed into sex work.
It's funny, talking to the girls, I see myself in each one of them. You know, they all want to make a living. They all have the American dream. And what's wrong with that, you know? A lot of people put them down for trying to make a living, trying to make something out of themselves. On television, they sell us the idea that everybody can be a star, and everybody is a star.